Right, this is the first time I've done this, so bear with me. This is what, excuse me, I've already posted photographs of. It's my semi-scratch build of a Caledonian Pickersgill 440, based on an old Gem Glen tender, which has been modified not too much, mainly the frames. You can probably see just about there where I've added extra bits of plasticard to represent the smaller cutouts of the Caledonian frames. There should be another cutout there, but I'm not going to bother with it because by the time you put a step in front of it, you're not going to really notice. Oh, well, I'm not going to really notice. Dimensions wise, the tender is nearly right. Let me think. I think it's only 1.5 millimeters too short. The curvature at the top of the tender there, near enough matches the drawings. It's close enough for me, and it looks like a Caledonian tender now. It does need brakes underneath because at the moment it is just the bog standard Gem. Well, I managed to get paint on the wheels there. Bog standard Gem kit without any brakes whatsoever, but I managed to fit brakes in there okay. The loco itself is not quite so advanced, obviously, because there's more to do. Fitted a lubricator there, which does move. It doesn't move. Whoops, that's the ruler gone. 1 second. That's what I get for standing tenders on rulers. Right, anyway, back to the loco. I fitted a lubricator here, which does move, as you can probably see. It's not perfect, but it'll do. I've loosened the gears ever so slightly so you can see that. Put it back to where it's meant to be. Other than that, it does need quite a bit of work yet. Sorry. The main parts of the loco are there. The chimney and dome are from a Gem Glen as well. The chimney's been reshaped, as has the dome. I've got the safety valves there. They're 3D printed, part of a 3D printed kit for a Caledonian 812 that I got a few months ago. And the whistle is a standard Hornby one from a J83. And just soldered a split pin to it and make it go into the cab, to make it look like roughly what it's meant to be. Underneath the running plate, the loco needs gears. Shut up. Brakes. But somewhere in a box I have got it's a Gem kit for their Scott or Glen, you know, the newer H-brass chassis kit, which is crap. I don't like it, but it will do for cosmetics, for brakes, etc. Put that in there for a second. The loco at the front obviously needs smoke box door, buffers, vacuum pipes. I've got 3D rivets somewhere because I've not yet seen a Caledonian loco with a flush buffer beam, but they're quite prominent on the Cali locos. Need to get the splasher filled in there as well. There is no hiding that weight in there because it is part of the older Triang chassis which I'm using. And in case anyone's wondering, the reason I'm using the Triang chassis is, one, I had it to hand, two, the wheelbase is just about right, so it's not costing me much. In fact, altogether, this and this, I bet it'll roll away, yes it will. These two collectively have cost me about £20 so far. That's the advantage of doing these things. The loco itself, apart from the chassis, is all plasticard, but apart from the chimney and the dome, that is, and the lubricator there. Everything else is plasticard. Well, there's a plastic tube, clear perspex, which is that. Can't really see it, but get them from eBay. Just type in 22mm, as this was, clear plastic tube, and you can get various thicknesses and lengths, quite reasonable. And it's a cheap way to make a boiler. And if you screw it up, you've not lost a lot of money. Sorry, we spent a lot of time looking at this not quite finished loco. I'll show you the other side. There's a reverse and lever that has to go in there, and there's steps that go here, and again at the rear end of the loco. Again, buffers, etc. will go on. I have got them somewhere up there. They're Drummond standard buffers, but they're that's them there. They're near enough for a Caledonian engine. Yeah, so this is the first time I've done one of these video things. Let me know what you think. If you hate it, fine. If you like it, fine. Maybe somebody else might want to have a go at one of these Cali engines. There is a kit, or at least was a kit, for a Caledonian Pickersgill 440 available. Previously made by Newcast. But I've not seen one advertised for a long time. I could be wrong, they could be available again, but I've not seen them. But even then, the kit would be £100 plus wheels, gears, motor, paint, time to build. Whereas this, it's not 100% accurate. It's not far off, but the advantage of this is cost. Like I said, it's not cost me much at all. Sorry, there's a lot of ums in this video. See, I've done it again. In fact, there's the plasticard that I got. I got 4 or 5 sheets of various thicknesses. Sorry, that's my light board that I used to make this thing with. I got 4 or 5 sheets, various thicknesses, for a tenner off eBay, and that one or two sheets of that, parts of them, is all I've used, as you've seen from the photographs, to make this loco. But yeah, it's coming together quite nicely. I'm just can't wait for exhibitions to start again so I can start running them, because at the moment in the house I have not got anywhere to run them. One final point, because this is a Triang model, well, Triang chassis, there's no hiding that, so you just got to learn to live with it. And having said that, when you put them together, don't run away. At normal viewing distances, you know, that's not going to be too noticeable once you stick a driver and farm in there. I'm going to put a weather sheet on the back of the cab as well. I might make it deployed, so then you'll, you know, it will, I'll use a bit of emery paper here, you know, it will, oh sorry, we dropped there, you know, that would cover it, just an idea. But there's not much getting away from it. Mind you, I think I have shown it actually. The motor that's in there is not the old XO4, which is what originally was with this chassis. It's a 5-pole cheap motor from China. The name of the seller escapes me. I got 3 of them for about £20, I think it was, and they're quite smooth. And the good thing is, there is a 1 gear on the shaft of these motors, comes fitted, which exactly matches the one on an XO4 style gear on the axle. So it's the same gear in 30:1, but it does run a lot smoother and a lot quieter. So anyway, that's enough of my rabbiting. So I hope you enjoyed this little video. There'll be more to come, obviously, work permitting. I've yet to decide which loco this is going to be. I'm kind of swaying towards one of the locos that was on the railway roundabout video. You can see it on YouTube. Just type in Pickersgill 440 or railway roundabout and you'll see them running from Perth. I think it's 5, 44, 86 and 85. Yeah, this is a bit of a departure for me, because usually, yeah, I'm doing it again. Usually I model ex-North British and ex-LNER, like J36s, J37s, J35s. But this is a nice little departure, if you pardon the expression. And just as a footnote, if that's the right phrase, this is going to be my next project. I got this from a certain well-known auction site, which I'm sure I've mentioned already. It looks not too bad, but it is quite dated. Chassis does not run, mainly because there's not a motor in it, or pickups, but the wheels are there, but they're the old case wheels, which aren't very good. But it will be made to run. I'm in two minds about keeping it in LNER or doing another what if and do it in British Railways green. But that is for another video, and it'll be after this is finished. So stay tuned, as it were. Hope you enjoyed the video. Sorry about all the errs in the video. But yeah, maybe next week I'll have another few pictures and videos to show for anyone who's interested. Thank you.